What you doing, cat? Hey, cat, what you doing? Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Good cat. You're one of the most reliable pussies I've ever seen. Yeah. Good cat. Good cat. Kill any mice today? Huh? Kill any mice today? Shit. You probably even got a deer, didn't you? You probably killed another damn deer again. Look at the gut on you, man. Now, some of you guys who remember watching my last video, I had an old Allis-Chalmers tractor. Holy shit, look at the focus on that thing. Wow. Anyways, refocus. There we go. Had an old Allis-Chalmers and I was talking about working on it, but I did mention that I was going to trade that for something. And actually, there's a neat little story behind that. But anyways, I traded that for this. And I know what you're thinking. Why would I trade a 1944-45 Allis-Chalmers that sorta may run, may not run at times for a book? Well, this is the manual for this old rusty, greasy thing. A 444 Allis-Chalmers square baler. Now, she may not look much. Paint's a little rough. You got a little bit of rust going on right here. The guard's not in perfect shape, so it's not doing its job. You know, safety third. Needs a new sticker. Back sticker's cherry. It may not look like much, but if you've ever ran farm equipment or you've been a farmer for a while, you could tell right from the get-go this baler has almost zero acreage or bales in it. For the most part, you can look at these screws right here, the knotters, and they're still dirty. It needs to be cleaned up yet. I haven't had this thing very long. I need to get it cleaned up, greased up. It still has the paint on this. And more importantly, it still has the original paint in the top part of the knotters right through here. And through here. And anybody knows, anybody who's ran a square baler, at least for one summer, knows these things get shiny. This through here. And there's even part of it, of the chain. I don't know if you guys can see this. But if you get underneath the old schmoo here, get it cleaned up, it's still even got some of the original orange paint spots of it. Yeah, we got to really clean up here. I'll show you another chain. You'll know what I'm talking about. You don't need a safety shield. Yeah, looky here. You still got some of the original paint still on the pulleys and even in the chains. And these are original chains and they have zero slack. There's no slop in these things whatsoever. It's got the, I mean, you need them tension wise, you need them to go like this, but I mean in the chain links themselves. Look at that. But I mean, you know, she needs some, you know, a little bit of buffing out the paint. Tires are still good. I mean, you know, a little bit of rust, surface rust on her. Some new stickers. Shine up the needles on it. Put some new twine in it. Fix the guard on here, even with or without a guard. I stay like 20, 10, 12 feet away from these things. This is the PTOs, man. Guards or not, you don't mess with those at all, period. Those are farmer killers. Yeah, she's got a regular old bias play on there when it should have an implement tire, but that doesn't matter much. It's the same size as the other side, so you know it's going to roll across the field even. But yeah, some paint, new stickers. Yeah, like I'm going to paint it. Well, I use her as she is. She's got hardly zero bailage in it. But yeah, paint's a little rough. Needs a new guard. Shear pin. She's got a couple teeth missing. Shine up the needles on her. Put some new twine in it. Some new stickers. Other than that, she's mint. She's fucking cherry. I mentioned an interesting story about the tractor. So anyways, I had this one guy who showed up about 2 weeks ago, and he's really interested in the tractor. So he comes, you know, he's wanting to buy it, but you know, he's an older guy. He's, you know, he's probably like 72, and he's kind of on a fixed income, and he wanted the tractor really bad. And I gave him a price because it had 2 brand new tires in the back of it. Now, I mean, those are like $500 putting those 2 new tires on the back of it, implement tires or tractor tires. But anyways, come to find out, he asked me where I got the tractor from, and I got it from this old guy down the road years ago. And he was telling me, he goes, that's who I sold this tractor to years ago. So I guess apparently the guy years ago, you know, it was his dad's tractor, and you know, him and his wife, they hit on a hardship, whatever, and he ended up having to sell, you know, the tractor for some extra money. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And of course, he always kind of regretted it, you know, because, you know, it was his dad's tractor, you know, sentimental value. So he asked what I wanted for it, and I said, well, you know, the things, you know, just the back tractor tires are worth this and that. And of course, he's kind of on a fixed income, you know, he's retired, you know, I'm not even going to get into that rant with the retirement system and stuff. But anyways, he said, I got this old baler. He said, you know, if you're interested in it, square baler, how about we do a trade? So I told him, I said, yeah, you know, I'll go out there and take a look at it. So I go out there and look at the baler. And of course, I mean, it's a good deal. But I really don't really need a square baler, because I used to square bale thousands of square bales a year when I was growing up, and even when I was still milking cattle. And that baler is not going to get a lot of acreage under it. But it was really cool to have a guy get the tractor that used to be his, that was his dad's, that he grew up farming with and used. So, you know, so we both made out. I got a decent square baler that's got almost hardly no bailage in it. It's got a little bit of surface rust on it. But most of the metal on that thing, a lot of people don't know, man, that stuff is a quarter-inch plate steel. I mean, damn, the tongue on itself probably weighs freaking like 200 pounds. But he wasn't going to use the baler anymore. So I figured, you know, hey, I get a baler. I can either use it every now and then, maybe do some straw or some, you know, whatever. Or I could flip the damn thing, make some money on it, or even flip it to help trade for another tractor or something I can use. But the really cool thing is this guy got his original tractor back, and he's going to get it sent, and he's going to have a new paint job and have it completely fixed up and stuff like that. You know, and he got his dad's tractor back, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. So hopefully we'll start getting I'll start getting this cleaned up. I'm gonna grab some extra grease, some oil. I'm probably really not gonna get, well, it's September now, hay season's done, but I hope to get it all cleaned up, make sure all the knotters and everything are all squaw, ready to go, cleaned up, get everything greased up real nice, let the tractor run it a bit, shine stuff up on it. But yeah, the guy I got it off of, he got it off of, oh, at the time, some guy was like 80 some years old, and he bought it brand new, and only used it like 2 years. Back in, like, you know, 70 something, you know. And used it twice on a 10-acre field. And of course that guy just couldn't do it no more. And it's set in the barn. And then like 10 years later, this guy bought it, oiled and greased it all up like I'm getting ready to do, baled 500 bales with it, parked it, and it hasn't done nothing. And he said he got it like in 85 or something like that. And it's just set in the barn and doing nothing until it's sitting right here in 2018, getting ready to do the same thing what he did years ago. And I don't know, that's pretty cool. To me anyways. To everybody else, nobody probably gives a flying fuck about old equipment or something like that, or even something with history. But hopefully we'll start getting this old girl shined up, get the old hay that's been in there since 80 something, get all that out of there, readjust the tensioners on her, get this thing to baling some hay. At least get it shined up and running anyways, and then maybe next spring we'll get a video of her actually baling some hay. If anything, I can probably just get an old round bale stationary anyways, make sure she actually chooches the way she's supposed to. Anyways, I'm happy with it. Color me impressed. And you have to admit, I'll probably take the thing outside. That baler looks good behind this tractor. Of course, yeah, I don't think you could see well with that sun and the shining in on in the barn like that. But yeah, does that baler not look good behind that old Jubilee? Anyways, catch you guys next time. Podcast, whatever. Catch you guys the next time.